don't appear to be live. I am wrestling with my equipment. So confused. Okay, so I think I'm live. I would like to think I'm live. I always feel like I have to check first. And I don't really tell anybody that I'm ever going live because I just don't yet. I guess eventually I will have to get into the habit of doing that, but I just don't do it yet. I don't know why. Quiet as it's kept, I'm not the most social of butterflies. So, I'm actually like, if you meet me in person, I'm a very shy person. I listen more than I talk, but that is what I think everybody should probably do that. But if we're all listening and nobody's talking, then that would be probably a weird disaster. But anyway, it appears that I am online. It appears that everything is going how it's supposed to be going. And I'm going to stop fiddling with this and I will just continue. So, eclipse season is upon us, my friends. And I would like to know what eclipse season will bring. We're going to start with Aries. Please remember this is not a personal reading, although it gets very personal for a lot of you. That is for all signs. It gets very personal for a lot of you. If it doesn't resonate, don't worry about it. Eclipse season is fairly long, but something just flipped over. We're going to see if it flips over again. It was the Four of Wands, but it's like the Four of Wands, just the Four of Wands. So we'll see what happens next. Aries, right now, it's I believe it's already Aries season. So happy birthday to my Aries friends. You're going to know what eclipse season will bring you. I feel like you can get a message from this whenever you come across it. Um, Even if it's not eclipse season and you just watch the video, you might find something in it that's valuable to you, that can be useful to you. Also, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, tip, donate, comment. All of those things are absolutely wonderful and help other people find these videos and find, what they're looking for. So anyway, we want to know what eclipse season is bringing. Since you guys are Aries, I think it's opposite your sun sign or your rising sign. Watching your rising sign is probably more accurate than watching your sun sign. Your sun sign is kind of shallow. Your rising sign is kind of who you are. So, but anyway, what is coming from the Aries this eclipse season? We just had one on the 25th, but there's going to be another one in April, and then we have more at the end of the year. Okay, so Page of Pentacles, if you're going to watch the one in April, please, please, please make sure you have the right eyewear. I'm looking at this person's face. On her face, she's got glasses. You have to have the right eyewear to watch an eclipse, a solar eclipse, which, if I am not mistaken, happens next month. And I definitely do not want you guys to go blind. So be very careful. There are a lot of libraries have eclipse glasses so that you can watch them and not go blind. Okay? This is the advice. Do not go blind. if you're going to a place where you can watch the I think it's like an area of totality or however they word it. It's just where you can see the full thing. Um, please make sure you guys don't go there without like a stash of water or, like snacks and stuff because there's going to be a bunch of people going to these small towns and you just have to make sure when you get there to think ahead. Okay, do you have cords for your phones? Do you have water in your trunk? Do you have snacks and stuff like that? So again, look at this person's face. Make sure you have the right eyewear, please, because people have been known to go blind staring at the sun trying to view an eclipse. So, but anyway, Aries, we want to know. I feel like this Page of Pentacles is probably going to come out with this deck a lot because she's wearing glasses. They, however, we want to know what's coming for the Aries is. What will this eclipse trigger for them? What's coming for them during this eclipse season? Okay, so we've got the Emperor, which is an Aries energy. Generally, the Emperor to me is an Aries or a Taurus, but for you guys, it is definitely feeling like you're just in your energy doing Aries things. You also have Ten of Swords, so Ten of Cups at the bottom of the deck, Ace of Pentacles. So let's see. Taurus has Jupiter and Uranus, or Uranus, however you want to pronounce it, transiting the sign. Your Aries, so your 12th house, if your Aries rising would be having like Jupiter and Taurus there. I believe there's going to be a Jupiter Taurus um conjunction sometime soon. So you might want to go look at that and see what's going on. There goes the Ten of Cups and the Ten of Swords. So that gives me the impression that like your Aries nature comes out. You might be dealing with, let's look at the Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords can be a difficult card, like mental exhaustion. You might see things online that kind of bother you a little bit because what I see here is in this deck, she's got a phone or they've got a phone. Just take it however you want to take it. I'm just, saying the genders that I see on the cards. In this deck, they're all women, so just take it however you want to take it though. Let's look at the Ten of Swords, please. Clarify the Ten of Swords. It's feeling like mentally you might be clouded, but like in the physical world you might have opportunities present themselves to you, but it feels like a mental opportunity to grow or to start over or something. Okay, so the moon has naked people on it, so I'm gonna put this there. Yeah, it's feeling like definitely a mental opportunity to grow. And as one of my favorite drag queens on TikTok says, become, period. Okay, and you spell that Period, period. Okay, hard T on the end. It's like you may have had a very difficult time over the last, what is this, 10? So 10 days, 10 weeks, 10 months, 10 years, however it is, and you're coming out of it. I do feel like there's some mental cloudiness here, but I also feel like you have to use your intuition as these things come to an end. This kind of feels like family things. Maybe you've got family stuff coming to an end. Um, but it does feel like being at the pinnacle of the mental load and like being mentally exhausted and having like mental stuff going on. Like if you guys are amnesiacs, you might want to go to the doctor and like talk to somebody about that and maybe get prescribed something because sleep is important, okay? Sleep is very important and I feel like you guys definitely need to get it. Um, you might find around the actual eclipses, you experience more insomnia. And I really hope that you guys, this feels like a pill, honestly. So like, if you guys go to the doctor and you talk to your doctor and said, look, this, that, and the fourth that's going on, I require sleep. I'm not getting sleep. I feel like they'll prescribe you something and you'll just be able to get the sleep you need. This also feels like the lunar eclipse that just happened recently. You that may have triggered something like mental with you guys. So what I would do is definitely if you need assistance, go get it from a professional. Do not be afraid to get help. I feel like that's the best way for you to get what you need out of life. Just ask people for help. I'm looking at my screen and what I'm seeing is two. I'm seeing three twos, two, two, two. So if I were you guys, look that angel number up. Please take care of your mental health, take care of your physical health, take care of your emotional health, and just get what you want out of life. For some reason, this reminds me of John Wick, or like the villain in John Wick, when he was worried about Baba Yaga coming to get him. I don't remember the guy's name, but he also played the devil in Constantine, and he also co-starred with Keanu Reeves in that movie. But anyway, I'm a big Keanu Reeves fan. But anyway, it feels like you guys may even benefit from doing some magic on yourselves, doing some work on yourselves to get sleep. What you could possibly do is drink valerian tea. Now, I'm not a doctor. Do your own due diligence. Read up on that because valerian tea smells terrible, but it works, but it always gives me weird dreams. So anyway, I'm also seeing cracks in the throne. If you guys really feel like you're cracking up, if you feel like you need assistance, do not be afraid to go get assistance from someone, please. I've been looking at the Aries readings and other readings that I've done, and it definitely feels like, there's y'all are going through a hard time, especially if you're Aries, masculine people. But anyway, the most recent eclipse was in Libra, if I'm not mistaken, and that is opposite your sign. And this eclipses are, from my understanding, they're all about like letting go. So I would not be surprised if something big happened for y'all recently where you get to let go of something or someone or a situation, a job, whatever the case is. But I feel like if you're able to roll with the punches, that's not even funny. This card keeps coming out for you guys for like all signs. It says check your smoke detectors. Take care of the little yet important details. I feel like mental health is something that slips by people a lot. Mental health slips by people a lot, and people don't pay attention to it because people have, like, in the Western world anyway, we have been taught to not like pay attention to mental health and stuff like that. So please take care of your mental health. If you need assistance with something, Ten of Swords is a very mental card. Just take care of yourselves. These two things are very like Ten of Swords, Ten of Cups. It's coming off with the moon is coming off as emotional distress. And I feel like if you ask for help, you can get it. So with that being said, guys, please take care of yourselves. Um, and I think it was the quarterly reading for Aries, I saw you guys having like um some stuff go on, and I feel like you just need to definitely ask for help if you need it. So I feel like there's a new beginning after these tens are resolved. But I do feel like you guys kind of need to, focus on yourselves more than you focus on anything else right now. Is there any other message for Aries here? Is there any other message I can give my Aries? Viz. there any other message I can give my Aries is stalker, afraid, and oh no, baby, what is you doing? So with the stalker card, this what it's feeling like something sneaking up on you. Not necessarily a person. It feels like lack of sleep sneaking up on you, or lack of self-care sneaking up on you. If it is a person, just take care of yourselves. Don't put all of your stuff on the internet. You're a wizard, Harry. What did I say? I feel like if you I feel like y'all are having a problem with sleep. The moon comes out at night. The Ten of Swords is very dark here. I feel like maybe you just need sleep, and I feel like the stalker card is about paranoia. So like again, just mental health. Take care of yourselves. If you are stalking someone, um, not sure what to tell you there. Maybe figure out how to not do that. Even if it's just like internet stalking, just be careful with that. Don't do that, maybe. I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of I don't know if insomnia is causing the afraid card to come out here. There goes confused. So yeah, sleep. Sleep is good. Figure out how to sleep. Take naps when you need them. Take stress naps if you need them. Just take care of yourselves. It's really coming off as like a mental health thing for y'all. So, with that being said, doesn't really surprise me much because Uranus is in your 12th house, and the 12th house is a house of, I think it can be a house of mental health. So, yeah, we're gonna go on to Taurus. I always like this deck for Taurus because it's so golden and beautiful and pretty. So anyway, Taurus, we want to know what's coming for y'all. Like, what will this eclipse season bring you? Five of Pentacles flipped over. There's like entirely too many cards out here. All right, Taurus. Eclipse season. The first one was in Libra. That would be your sixth house. Lunar eclipse, sixth house, which I think is a house of health, right? Well, it's coming from my Taurans or Tauruses. This eclipse season, what will the eclipse season trigger for them? What is coming toward them? I'm hearing baby boo. One of the things that popped in my head was Mario. The other one was like romance. So maybe you find yourself playing more games, romantic games. Somebody starts playing romantic games with you. It's coming from my Taurus. This is eclipse season. Give me a second, Taurus. I washed my hands before I started doing this, and now my hands are getting like ashy, and I don't like that. So anyway. Like I put lotion on before, but now my hands are like, yeah, you want lotion? You put lotion on. You put some little lotion on. I'll show you. But anyway, so, sorry. All right. So Taurus, we want to know what's coming for y'all. What's being considered? Like what focuses? What's going on here? And it doesn't surprise me that a lot of the readings that I've been saying for Taurus have been focused on like health related things recently because the eclipse was in sixth house for here for Taurus. So anyway, the eclipse season isn't just now. It's like there's gonna be more than just this. It's just like I think it starts in March, and it goes until sometime in the like the end of the year, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, you want to know what's coming for the Tauruses? If you listen very closely, you might be able to hear the insane rainstorm going on here. We've got the Lover's card, Ace of Swords. Y'all got the Lover's card in the last reading I did for Taurus. Ten of Cups. If you guys have Aries placements, you might want to go watch it. And then I picked up the Page of Swords, which feels very much like somebody watching you guys. So be mindful of that. All right, guys. So here's the thing. Who are you again? And turn your gangster up to 10. That's funny. Beautiful Things by Benson Boone is here. So you got the fuck card that came over like over here in this general area. You got the who are you again? And the turn your gangster up to 10 card. So the lovers card, you guys might find yourself like actually being physical with somebody in a lover's type of capacity. But here's the thing that I keep seeing for Taurus is STIs and STDs that keep popping up, not just in the readings that I've been looking at, but at the readings I've been doing for Taurus people. I would be very careful with lovers. I would not just, accept them at their word. I do feel like you might have the ability to start something new with a lover. I would also be very careful with contraception. If you do not want children, I would definitely make sure that it's wrapped up or, there's pills or whatever, whatever. Okay? If you don't want any babies, do not do what you can to not have them. So anyway, let's look at this Page of Swords. Y'all keep getting the lovers card or the lovers, you know, like messages about lovers. Lovers can also be about choices, but here it's coming up more as like romantic stuff, especially with the Ten of Cups. Maybe the ability to start something with someone. They're like going into the talking stage with the Ace of Swords and the Page of Swords, and then having something else. I mean, since eclipse season is kind of long-ish, you could definitely get pregnant, and then at the end of it, or a little bit beyond it, end up with a child. Page of Swords. We have Nine of Pentacles, especially if you guys are single right now. You may have some people who want to come towards you. Four of Wheels. I feel like somebody's watching your social media or like watching your stuff. Somebody like maybe even going to the bottom of your, for example, your Facebook page, going all the way down to the bottom of your Facebook page and like reading everything that you've ever written. So I would be careful with that. Determination here. This could be the person, especially if something ended for you. This could be the person who is like determined to get in your face. Let's look at more cards. Let's look at more because it could be job. But that's not what I'm getting. I'm getting something else. But let's look at the Lover's card. That was strange. Seven of Oh my god. There goes the double card. Seven of Cups fell over on me. I didn't get a good shuffle. There goes the Ace of Pentacles. We're going to see if any of these things come out. Eight of Swords. Lovers could be a Gemini. There goes the star card. So if you guys are like online, if you have any kind of clout online, you could have Aquarius placement, Gemini placements. Um, there goes the Eight of Swords. It just wanted to come out again. Eight of Cups, Three of Cups. So yeah. You might have what I'm hearing is a vagabond on like lurking on your social media because the star card with the Three of Cups can be a card of social media. You could also have like somebody in your social circle that keeps popping up, and it's really coming off as somebody trying to catch you. Storage here, and it feels like this being revealed. Yeah, what did I say? Somebody trying to catch you up, somebody trying to like like give you their cup, but also get in your face, come back around again, somebody carrying a torch. It's like somebody with the we saw the chariot card, somebody like really trying to get in your face here. So you might actually have a lover or potential lover like pop up after something ends for y'all. Oops. Somebody that you might have known in the past. I just saw the Ten of Wands. Like, definitely getting like endings for y'all, but then like starting over, like somebody want to talk to you guys. There goes the Chariot card again. So it feels like somebody wants this to offer their cup with the Ace of Cups there, Three of Wands, wanting their ships to come in, Three of Swords, really not wanting to be rejected, willing to talk about it, wanting to call. It's like with the fucked card there. I was wondering when y'all gonna come out. So it feels like somebody wants to come back around again, wants to get in your face, but I don't like their energy. It feels like they've been lurking around for a long time. If you have social media that's public, even if it's not public, if you add somebody as a friend, it feels like they've been wandering around your pages for a while, like looking at all of your stuff, watching to see what's going on. But I really feel like it's because they want to catch you up. I'm seeing somebody with a lasso, like this person on this horse. It feels like somebody with a lasso, like trying to like do the whole lasso thing to catch you guys. It's like the kind of person who would like do that whole stereotypical caveman thing that you see in some of the cartoons where he'll like bop the lady over the head and drag her into his cave. Yeah, so it feels like you guys should star. You're also the Empress. Um, and somebody wants to get in your face, but like alternatively, nope, nope. It's really feeling like somebody wanting to get in your face and like take take possession. Could be a Gemini, Aquarius, Pisces, Cancer. There goes, I'm hearing Sagittarius. Well, Waite, it was Scorpio. Who wants to get in Taurus's face? This person I feel like will use their knowledge slowly but steadily to like get in your face. Seven of Swords, not surprised at all, but that popped out. Eight of Wands and Ten of Wands. Four of Wands. Somebody who feels like you might be a soulmate for them. Somebody who is like, I don't feel like they're on your level. Some way, shape, or form, they're not on your level. They want to start something. It feels like a sexual relationship. Um, I feel like they feel like you don't see them, you ignore them, but it's giving like weirdos, like some kind of weird vibes here. So yeah, you guys just watch out, watch your own back. Especially if you recently became single, don't let some rebound person like get in your life and like destroy your whole situation. Because I feel like they will use sex to get what they want. Who are you again? Kind of feels like you might have met them at one point, but didn't like know who they were. And like you might not remember who they are when they pop back up again. And also feels like with the turn your gangsta up 10, you might have to get rowdy with this person to get them to like understand that, hey, this is not happening. Leave me alone. So with that being said, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, tip, and comment. I'm going on to Gemini. Gemini. Really feel like there's somebody out there who has deep French roots who keeps watching my videos. Like recently, I've been with Gemini pops up. It's like Gemini. You guys might be Fast and Furious um fans. Okay, so Five of Swords. I don't know why, but it feels like Aries and Gemini keep getting the Five of Swords. Now, some of you guys are doing Five of Swords activities, and some of you guys are having Five of Swords activities being done towards you. Nine of Wands. So it's like keep your friends close. I don't know how, but you would keep your enemies closer. I would definitely, you know, maybe just check and see what they're doing if you have enemies. Some people don't even realize that they have got like haters and stuff, but it feels like either y'all are the hater or somebody around you has got like stuff going on. Let's look at the Five of Swords. Ten of Pentacles trying to flip over. Justice card keeps also coming out. That is an energy that is trying your energy. So, like, if you guys are in a justice type situation, like maybe you're caught up in jail, you might find a hard time getting the like evidence you need. You might have a hard time getting the money you need to pay legal fees. You may have a hard time doing that. And I feel like reflection might help you guys get where you want to go. You may also find that you have epiphanies about somebody or something that's not good for you anymore. especially if it's a competition against someone else. Try and get some sleep, guys. Knight of Wands has the Knight of Pentacles, so it's like you're getting close to the end of something. I also see 9/11. If somebody has some kind of PTSD regarding that, definitely don't forget that there is help out there to be had. Why is the World card here? I want to look at the World card. Some kind of legal situation might come to an end. There goes the star. The star is represented on the star card and on the world card, and I would have loved to have gotten a card that has no nudity on it, but I'm gonna have to just buy another deck that has like no nudity on it because YouTube doesn't like that. So anyway, so what we have here is Libra on a reading for Gemini and Aquarius. So we want to look at what's going on in the trine. With the world card here, it feels like maybe an astrological thing. That's what the video is about. But it feels like it's a little bit heavier for y'all because recently there was the Libra lunar eclipse, and it looks like this part you might find yourself looking more into your astrology. You may find yourself looking more into like what's going on for you. You may also have Pisces placements. But anyway, mirroring shine bright like a diamond. Like you either are shining like a diamond, but statistically, you're probably a self-identified feminine person. I think 85% of the people that watch my readings are self-identified as women. So let's look at this King of Cups before I say anything else. Because you could either be the King of Cups and like things coming to an end successfully for you, or you're watching this happen for someone else, or you're a feminine who the King of Cups is watching. If that makes sense. So let's look at the King of Cups. Why is he here? Okay. So, King of Cups, King of Rides. So, what I've been getting a lot recently is there's the Hangman again. Is the Emperor coming out or just lurking around and the King of Cups and the King of Pentacles being out? Here is the King of Cups with the King of Rods. It feels like a lot of masculine energy being like in their feelings. So if I were to guess, this person is Nine of Cups, Seven of Cups. It's like I thought the grass was greener. I wanted it to be greener on the other side. I really wanted things to go my way. But it really is feeling like with the Five of Swords here, somebody in the situation, like lurking around, they want to be successful. They wanted to have things their way. They wanted things to be like, you know, just peachy keen. But what I'm seeing, what I'm feeling is confusion. There's distortion. It really feels like who is having this? Who is the world in the star card? Temperance, which it can be a Sagittarius, watching on the internet, Four of Pentacles, but I don't see a face necessarily. So I'm getting a lot of watching energy and holding back. So I feel like the King of Pentacles is like watching. It's like they expected whatever the Five of Swords that they did, they expected it to hit differently. They expected it, and they're still watching to see if it's going to hit poorly. So I feel like the King of Cups, the King of Rods, is the same person, and they're watching somebody else shine, but they don't have good intentions because the Five of Swords is here. And it feels like you guys just need to watch your backs, especially if you're dealing with a King of Cups type person, because I don't feel like they have your best interest at heart. So yeah, be careful with that. It feels like you guys might need to hold back and be discerning, and don't let everybody in your space, because I don't think it's gonna work out. I just want it to work out, especially if this person is like a water sign with fire placements. So with that being said, we're gonna move on to Cancer. What will this the Fool flipped over? What will the eclipse season bring our Cancerians? Two of Swords, Seven of Cups, Three of Swords. It's like your options are being blocked. Ten of Wands. Like why? What do y'all have? What are y'all doing? The last deck got turn your gangster up to 10. This one says turn your gangster down to 1. So if you got a bad temper, be careful, especially if you're at work. They can't all be bangers. Continue moving forward, even though you may experience uh, less than stellar results. Who are you again? It's the same card that the last deck got, and last one. Come on. Turn your gangster up to 10. So I feel like if you fly off the handle with turn your gangster up to 10, you will get yourself in trouble and block your blessings and block your opportunities, and it's gonna ultimately end up poorly. So the advice is to like be mindful. Don't think everybody at work is your friend. Don't fly off the handle. Try and keep your temper under wraps or in check, because if you turn your gangster up 10, I feel like you're not going to be recognizable to people around you, especially if you're a minority person. And they can't all be bangers. So like if something that you're working on is just not going your way, I feel like if you allow anger to take over, it's not going to work out in your favor, and you're going to inadvertently block your options, because these feel like options for somebody else. I feel like you got like ancestors around you. Epic Faith No More is a song that you guys might want to listen to. I like that song. I love that song. It's such a relevant song to what's going on here, because I feel like if you guys just like fly off the handle because you're stressed out or whatever the case may be, you're going to end up like fucking yourself over. I don't feel like I need any more cards here. Like it's there's gonna be difficulties if you guys, especially if you have a long history of like being temperamental. I feel like it's gonna start working against you, especially if you're doing it on purpose. Like if you just can't, if you're having an issue controlling your emotions, don't be afraid to talk to somebody, you know, and get some assistance with that. But I also feel like there might be some self-imposed stress that is like blocking your um vision so that you cannot see that you have other options. It's like keeping somebody around because, they serve you in some way. It's like being married for 20 years, but you just cannot stand your spouse. But the reason why you've been married for 20 years with this person is because they do this, that, and the fourth, they pay the bills, mow the lawn, you know, they're there, but they're, like weaponizing their incompetence. Like they know how to do stuff, but they refuse to do it the right way, and it just puts more pressure on you. So it's like, yeah, like I feel like you guys are a pressure cooker, and you're being sizzled, and you're just like not, you're not getting out. It's also like a frog in a pot, where the heat is getting higher and higher and higher for the minute, and they're just like not realizing it until it's too late. Like just you know, be mindful of things of that nature. It does look like stress, but at least it's a 10, so you have the option to get out if you want to. Or you can continue to pile on the last straw. It feels like you guys just keep eating the last straw instead of taking it and saying, all right, this is the last straw, I'm out. I feel like this eclipse season revealed to you burdens and issues that you guys may need to work on, especially if you have a bad temper or if you have the kind of temperament um where you need to do the turning your gangsta up to 10, but you're at a 1 and you need to be at a 10, or if you're at a 10 and need to be at a 1, you guys would know what side of the equation you're on. You know, Epic Faith No More is a good song to listen to. I love that song. And it's like the quote that I'm getting from that song is when he says, "It feels so good. It's like walking on glass." Epic Faith No More. Listen to that song. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. We're gonna go ahead to Leo. That song is still in my head. So Leo, what is coming for y'all this eclipse season? What is coming for my Leos this eclipse season? If you guys have Cancer placements, it might be valuable to you to go listen to the song mentioned in the Cancer reading. What is coming for my Leo this eclipse season? That was a terrible shuffle. No. Two. These wanted to come all together, and I'm gonna put that over there. And then we've got the Fool. That could be Aries energy, the Seven of Swords, and the Empress. So you guys could be dealing with the Taurus. Libra. Bottom of the deck is the Ace of Pentacles, which can be good. Let's look at the Seven of Swords. I feel like if you guys have been doing something for a long time that you know you're not supposed to be doing, I feel like you might have a chance encounter with somebody who catches you guys up. So I feel like straighten up, so that you guys, if you have anything that you know you're not supposed to be doing, definitely try and figure out how to not do that. I understand that things are very hard out here, but it feels like if you guys are doing something you know you're not supposed to be doing, it feels like getting caught up. Or wands, especially if it's like brewing beer at your house. I don't know what that's about. Or doing something like you've been doing it for a long time. It feels like you get some kind of five swords. Yeah. You get somebody might like tell on you, like building something in your backyard, and you don't have the right permits or something. It's like doing things privately in your own home, and the HOA comes over and take like brings a stop to it, and it's like you knew the rules and the risks, but you still did it anyway. It's like being a street pharmacist and getting caught up. I would definitely, if especially if it's like, like cannabis or something, or something that you would smoke. It feels like thinking that you're gonna continue to get away with it, especially if you're doing it in your mom's house under your mom's nose. I would stop doing that, because let's look at the Ace of Pentacles. What it feels like is getting offered a sentence in a penitentiary, in a penitentiary, a penitentiary. It's like this Ace of Pentacles. It got dropped. Y'all Leos have been having a hard time though, recently. But opposite your sign is the Aquarius, Pluto and Aquarius. So be very careful. Be very careful. And what is your third house, Libra? Yeah. So the recent moon lunar eclipse was in your third house, which is your house of communication. So I would just be careful with those energies there. You don't want to like get caught up. Somebody talking about your business and you get caught up. Also, if you are talking to an authority figure, try not to let your attitude leak out. It feels like you might get one of those officers who are like overly zealous about their job. You know how it is in the US, so Ace of Pentacles, please. Positively, though, there goes the Wheel of Fortune. You might have a mother figure that actually helps you get out of any kind of trouble that you guys get caught up in. Just look at this rope down here. There goes the sun. which is the card of Leo. So I feel like y'all will be all right. You might have to like, if you are doing something illegal, you might want to get some log heap away or get you some railroad ties or something. Railroad spikes, my bad. Um, bless your house, bless your energy, bless your space or whatever, because you don't want to go to jail for what what you got going on. But Leos, y'all have been having some stuff go on recently. There's like drama going on around you, and I would just be careful what's going on with that. I feel like I'm just saying going on a lot. You're the one acquaintance. You might just be mindful who you're talking to about your business. Mindful who you're talking to about your business. You'd rest, not just sleep. You'd rest, not just sleep. Let me say that one more time. You need rest, not just sleep. Don't be afraid to take a break. Beautiful Things by Benson Boone keeps coming out. So just be mindful of your internal world, okay? If you're not doing anything illegal, it definitely does look positive, but if you're like gossiping or taking things home from work, it feels like maybe getting caught up with that. Like when I said taking things home from work, it's like toilet paper clips, things like that, pens, whatever. Like just don't. I wouldn't risk anything during this eclipse season, honestly. I would not risk anything. I would just do what I'm supposed to do, and you know, I wouldn't be speeding. That's like I just wouldn't be speeding. I wouldn't be, popping off at the mouth, no gossiping. I would just be taking care of myself, minding my business to make sure that everything's everything because it feels like an acquaintance could get you caught up. So be careful, be mindful, make sure you're getting rest, not just sleep. And listen to the song Beautiful Things by Benson Boone. There might be something in there for you. We're going to go ahead to Virgo. I love Virgo energy, but it's probably because Virgos are um, trying my sun sign, and my sun sign is very, very earthy. My rising sign is very earthy. So, anyway, what do I want to use for Virgos? Virgos are extremely practical. But I always say this for Virgos. Please take care of yourselves. Virgos tend to give a lot. They also the ones that I know tend to be very anxious and have stomach problems. Like, like, GERD, which is, um, acid reflux. It's kind of like acid reflux. Be very, very mindful of your, you know, gastrointestinal tract. Please take care of yourselves. The Virgos that I know, they are very kind people. I went to this guy's house one time. I always tell this story because this guy was so like out there. He told me one time that he took Viagra and it caused him to go colorblind. Very interesting character. They called him Snowman. He made tie-dye shirts because he couldn't see the other colors, so he used the colors he could see to make his tie-dye shirts. And that's like one side of Virgos, but the other side of Virgos are like very critical of themselves, critical of everyone else. That's what I know personally with my experience with Virgos, but I still like them, so. But anyway, what's coming from my Virgos this eclipse season? What is coming from Virgo this eclipse season? What is being triggered for them? What is being released for them? What they have to focus on? Like, what is coming for my Virgos this eclipse season? Interestingly, a lot of the Virgos that I know, or people along the Pisces Virgo axis, tend to be ADHD or have ADHD. I really feel like it's a an overabundance of focus on certain things and other stuff gets away from them. Next time, please. What is kind of Virgo's this? We have Seven of Swords. If you guys have excuse me, if you guys have Leo placements, might want to go look at the Leo reading. Knight of Pentacles and the Sun card. The Sun is an indication of Leo. So what I was just saying was, if you have Leo placements or you are so inclined, maybe go look at the Leo reading in the replay. Get the Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords. Six of Swords. Okay. There looks like a period of like strife. The word that I'm hearing is strife. These two cards have the sun on them. So it feels like after like a period of maybe learning how somebody actually is or learning about I'm hearing like learning. You might have to learn something, take take the L, like be stressed out by it. But I feel like Virgos, like I said before, kind of like stress themselves out a little bit extra. Um, and then move forward. You might find yourself talking a lot to your siblings, or you might find out like you might already have a suspicion that somebody is around you might be sick, and then you move forward toward, okay, so what do we do? How do we fix it? How do we, start to make things better? Queen of Wands and the Three of Wands. You may also be washing, or somebody watch. I'm hearing like you guys might be watching somebody from afar. I don't know why this lady is stressing you guys out. Ex-girlfriend, are you guys like or ex-boyfriend or ex-partner, are you guys like cyber stalking somebody? Why is Ten of Wands here? Ten of Wands, please. Ten of Wands, Ten of Pentacles. So what is really going on? Ten of Wands, Ten of Pentacles, these are both tens, which can indicate the ending of something. Two of Swords was here before. Are you guys blocked? Okay, so in the quarterly reading, I saw Virgos cock blocking themselves. This may be a continuation of that. Maybe you're deciding to stop hiding yourselves away, move out of hiding yourselves away towards somebody who might be at a distance from you. Tens can be endings. So this like you're starting off with all of this um energy of endings. Let's look at the sun. You might be dealing with somebody who is a little bit different than you guys. Somebody who could help you feel a little bit younger as well. I'm looking at these children here, and they look to be about the same age, but one looks a little bit older than the other one. You may have children around that age, or you may find somebody who makes you feel like back in that energy, like the same happiness that you might feel as a child, and you guys are like around the same age. Nine of Pentacles. Having everything you want and need. You may be also watching somebody or somebody may be watching you. Nine of Wands. So many cards. Very close to the end. There goes the Tower card. So what is really going on, Virgos? What are you guys doing? There may also be an energy of being like kind of surprised. You may have, if you guys are cyber stalking somebody or if somebody is cyber stalking you, they might accidentally like one of your pictures or like one of your pictures from like 10 years ago, 3 years ago, or whatever. Hi, Scorpio. You guys are one sign away because this is Virgo, Libra, Scorpio is the one after Libra. So if you want to come back for that, I'll be here for that. But anyway, speaking of Scorpio, this is this card of Scorpio. It's feeling like getting to the end, like getting very close to the end, but kind of like going back and forth. It looks like a game of Pong. If you guys know what Pong is, it's a game where you use these bars to knock the ball back and forth. I know not everybody's as old as I am, but it's like you get to the end and then you're like, no, no, I don't want to end this yet. And then you go forward and you go back and then go. It's like going back and forth in this game of Pong with yourself. And I feel like this is very relevant to the quarterly for Virgos. Stop cock blocking yourself. And maybe it's not a sexual thing. Maybe it's a job. Maybe it's a, a relationship with a family member. Maybe it's whatever. It's like you keep going back and forth between this decision and that decision. It's like, and I feel like you guys know what you need to do, and you're just kind of not doing it yet. So the decision might be made for you if you are not careful. The Tower card is about necessary but unpleasant things. Okay? So I guess the advice here for y'all is to make the decision and stick with it. I know there's a fear of failure. I know there's a fear of success, even potentially with the Ten of Pentacles. So definitely do your own due diligence. Do what you feel like is best for you. But I feel like you guys already know what that is and you're just kind of not doing it. So we're going on to Libra. Oh, actually, I did not pull a card. Do I need one for Virgos? I would like to get a card. This is the experimental deck. We're gonna see what comes out for Virgos, and then we're going to go to Libra. I would want one card, please, for my Virgos. What I'm actually hearing is not a card in this deck yet, but I do feel like I need to write it down so I don't forget. There goes the pen. Ugh. You guys probably can't read that, but it says shit or get off the pot. Shit or get off the pot, okay? So, congratulations, you guys have added a new card to my deck. Thank you. Anyway, Libras. Thank you, Virgos, for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, tip, donate, comment. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye for now. We want to know what's coming for our Libras. Put that. This eclipse season was being triggered, was being released, was the thing Libras are most focused on. And actually, the lunar eclipse happened in your sign. So you guys probably felt it the most because it was in your sign. There's another one. Solar eclipse happening in April. If you guys are going to watch the solar eclipse, please, for the love of whatever god you serve, get the proper eyewear so you don't go blind. Please, please. Some libraries give them away for free. Some governmental bodies give them away for free. Yeah. You guys might have Virgo placements, especially if it's a Virgo Mercury. That's the Hermit, the Fool, what is really going on, and the Three of Pentacles. So it actually looks, Four of Cups, pretty positive. Just looking at what we have here, I would like to look at the Four of Cups. What I'm seeing is like making a plan, sitting down, maybe meditating to get divine guidance or just, messages from your higher self or whatever it is that you are believing in. And taking a leap of faith, things start to work out. But I feel like you guys are shocked by how well it works out. Because this person's face, I don't know if you guys can see his face. He just looks, this person just looks bewildered to me. Somebody may also have the intuition to like just start over. But also looking at the full card, this looks like somebody actively going and watching the eclipses. If you can just get the energy of the card, you guys might be into astrology, astronomy, like stargazing, all that stuff. You guys may also be experiencing eclipse. Oh, illness. Okay. You may actually be forced to sit down and listen and take a leap of faith because the Tower card is necessary but unpleasant. I've never gotten a Tower card where it was pleasant and, you know, happy go lucky and nothing was wrong and everything went well and, it really feels like whatever foundations that were set upon sand instead of like solid ground, those you get those things. And it's looking at this person, it's what they get. You get set on your ass. You get knocked on your butt. This card is generally about boredom or it's about, ignoring things. And these two cards go together very well. Because if you've been ignoring things for a while, Tower cards can let you know, hey, this right here needs to be addressed. Here it is in your face. You cannot ignore it. So it doesn't surprise me that these two people on these cards are sitting down. It's like you have to like take a step back. If it's a health thing, it's like it feels like a health scare, and you're like, sitting back. Not saying you're going to be ill, just saying that this is an example. There's a health scare, example. Health scare, you have to take care of your health now because you have been ignoring it for so long. Not going to the doctor, not getting, um, not getting everything, not getting your regular yearly checkup, not going to a dentist, finding you have like five cavities. Those are just examples. So the advice I feel like is to go ahead and address what you know that you've already like what you know you've been ignoring. And I would not be surprised at all if check your smoke detectors doesn't come out. I'd be surprised if it does not come out. What is the message? Pain. Huh, not surprised there. What is the best way we learn? Unfortunately, it's pain. Your mom can tell you every day, all day. You're 3 years old. Your mom can tell you every day, all day, that stove is hot. The stove is hot. Don't touch it. But once you touch it, you understand what hot is. That's what this feels like. Lovers, snake in the grass. So you guys might find that people are not your friends. Disgusted. You might find that people are not your friends. People are, there's snakes in the grass, especially if you're in a church setting. I don't know why I'm seeing somebody like in a church setting. You might find that people have very nasty attitudes towards you. Libras tend to be very kind people. The ones that I know anyway, tend to be very kind. They tend to be very loving. They tend to be like non-confrontational. And you might find that there are more snakes in the grass than you want there to be. So, yeah, I do feel like things are going to work out in the end. And it might feel like a surprise how well they work out in the end from where they started. But I feel like you guys just need to not ignore, especially if you do have physical pain. Do not ignore it. Go get it checked out. Um, look at people like vet people just to make sure whoever you're letting into your life is not a shitty person. So that is what I have for you, Libras. Um, I hope everything works out for you guys. Be safe, take care of yourselves, please. It feels like whatever uh leap of faith you might take, it feels like it works out for you, but you really have to like do your own due diligence and make sure that that is the best thing for you at the time. So we're going to Scorpio. Gonna put that over there. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna use this deck for Scorpios. Maybe not. Scorpio is coming from us Scorpios. What is a message from Scorpios? Message from the experimental deck. I like to see how well they're gonna match up in the end. Is wanting to come out together. All right, so we've got Four of Swords, Eight of Swords. Why are we multiplying? And the Magician. How very interesting. Two of Wands. So, what I saw in one of the other readings for Scorpio is you guys might have somebody like watching you guys online. Two of Wands feels like a watching online kind of card. Why is the Four of Swords here? The Four of Swords can be a card of rest and relaxation, but it can also be like taking a break before having to go into the Five of Swords, which is a difficult card. Looking at these leaves here, I don't know if you guys can see them, but it feels like an autumn thing where something may have started last autumn or something may start now and end in autumn. Like this around Thanksgiving. Seeing somebody at a makeup counter in one of those department stores and they're telling you you're in autumn. Seven of Wands. You may also find that you have to fight for your rest. Why is the Eight of Swords here? And there goes your energy. Death card is a card of Scorpio. Two of Pentacles. All right, so something here is it's starting to make a little bit more sense. The four can be needing to rest. The seven can be like a foot, like putting your foot down. The Death card is about transformation from one state of being to another. Two of Pentacles is having things all the way up in the air. So you might find yourself a bit lost, actually. Feeling trapped. Let's look at the Ace of Swords. I'm hearing I don't want to be free. Some of you guys may be like in a situation that it benefits you on one side, but on the other side it's not mentally healthy. Could definitely be a job or a part-time job. The Two of Pentacles can also be a card of juggling people. The Magician here, it's feeling kind of a little bit manipulative. There goes to Pentacles. X is a Libra. Interesting. There was Ten Pentacles, the Hierophant, stuck in a long-term something. Feeling stuck in a long-term job, a long-term relationship, a long-term family arrangement. There goes the Queen of Pentacles. She tends to be the married woman. Why is the Magician here? Magician, Ten of Pentacles. So very interesting that these two are about the same. They're the same suit. Ten of Pentacles is here. The Hierophant is here. This could be a long-term job, a long-term relationship. Somebody could be trying to manifest you guys, wanting to talk, wanting to come around with messages of with the heart. If you can look, I don't know if you guys can see this, but if you look at the fronds or whatever they are around the sword, they look like hearts to me. Knight of Pentacles. You got a lot of Pentacles energy here, which makes me feel like this might be about money. Like feeling stuck. Maybe there's a somebody who's got a 7 days on, 7 days off kind of job. Um, the job pays well, but it's exhausting. I feel like there might be a an offer of more money if you guys are like, um, if you resonate with that. It feels like getting more money if you're willing to like give up your sleep. But if that is not the case, somebody might feel like they're stuck in a marriage or a long-term relationship. Two of Wands, please. If this is something that is on break, with the four being about taking breaks, um, there is some. I keep hearing I don't want to be free. I don't want to be free. I don't want to be like on my own, independent. I don't want to have to deal with the world. I don't want to have to go back out there and like deal with people. Very interesting energy. It's very interesting to me as well because the four and the death card are cards. It's like the four is like I've gone this far and then I've stopped. The death card is like I've gone all the way and I'm done. So it feels like somebody going back and forth between those two energies. I'm gonna say the Queen of Pentacles is looking toward the future. She's probably the one who wants to be done. The King of Pentacles might be doing um like manipulations to try and come back in with a message to try and slowly move back in again. Let's look at the Two of Wands, please. What I'm getting though with the Two of Pentacles is like, I've juggled you for years. Why are you all of a sudden changing now? It's just a break. You're not done with me. And that could be a job. That could also be a person. Two of Wands. Six of Swords. Or Swords. Six of Wands. Nine of Cups. And the Five of Swords. I don't like the Five of Swords here with the Magician. With the Two of Pentacles either. Or the Eight of Swords. Don't like that. That feels like competition, like winning at all costs. Being selfish with the Eight of Cups here. The Eight of Cups. This Eight of Cups always looks like somebody who's drunk because this person's cheeks are so red. With the Six of Wands, it feels like trying to win at all costs as well. Don't like that. So this feels kind of it's starting to feel more toxic than anything else. And I did mention the Five of Swords before with the Four of Swords. So yeah, whatever you guys are dealing with, I would reevaluate the situation just to make sure that it's the best thing for you. You might find that it's not because it feels manipulative with the Five of Swords. Thank you, next. Thank you, next. What was the reason? Labor by Paris Paloma. Somebody said they were dealing with their ex. Go listen to the song. I feel like it's very, very, very valid right now. And I can't even right now. So I would definitely, if this is a job, look for another job. If this is the person, like look for another person. It definitely feels like I don't like the energy here. It feels like one person wants to go forward into the future, the other person wants to stay right here and be a blockage, like in the way. Uh, and make you feel like you're stuck. This person feels manipulative. This job feels manipulative. The situation feels manipulative, and it feels like being watched. It feels like being stalked, and I don't like it. And it feels like I don't want to be all in here with you. What I want is to juggle you and have you hear what I want you here, and not have you hear what I don't want you here. So that being said, Scorpio, we're going to go to Sagittarius. My Sagittarians. Listen to the song. Labor by Paris Paloma. Anywho, my Sagittarians. Thank you, Scorpios, for watching. I hope that you guys come back later. This day for Sagittarius. What is coming from my Sagittarians this eclipse season, which is fairly long because we just had an eclipse, another one in April, there's another one. It like I think it's the June and then there's like October. I am not mistaken. I could be wrong, but it's not like a short season, so just be mindful of that. No, don't do that. Cooperate with me, please. Sagittarius. You guys may be having an interesting experience depending on where your Jupiter is. Jupiter rules Sagittarius. Jupiter is also in Taurus. This song keeps coming out. Beautiful Things by Benson Boone. All right, so we've got Seven of Cups, Nine of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles. If you guys are attracted to Scorpio reading, maybe go watch it, especially if you have a Scorpio Mercury, maybe it's the Ace of Swords or other Scorpio placements. How very interesting. It feels like somebody taking like they take an option. Hold on. Let's look at this seven, because this seven always gives me like really, really greedy vibes because this person takes two things out of these cups and they're just staring at these things like in a greedy way, in my opinion. Eight of Cups. Taking something, moving forward for a little while. It looks like it starts to work out. And then Two of Pentacles. Why is the Two of Pentacles here? Justice card. If you guys are dealing with a legal thing, feels like it's just like the judgment is up in the air. It can go one way or the other. Somebody might try and offer you something like, oh, you can have this, you can do that. But it's like they don't know what your goal is. It's like, oh, if I can give you this settlement for, let's for example say it's a workers' comp thing. I can give you this much money and you have to consider that or take it to court or take it like to the judge. Um, these two cards are very well connected because this card is about things in the air also being like having balance or needing balance, and this is a card of balance as well. So, you might find yourself balancing your checkbook, trying to figure out where the money's going, because these are pentacles here. You might find yourself with a second job, because this can be a part-time job. You may also be trying to figure out who stole something from your garden. and you might end up finding it's a rabbit. Like that's actually like a storyline that I'm seeing. Like somebody might have planted a garden. The garden is very beautiful and bountiful, and you might find like your tomatoes keep getting pilfered, or you're like, what is biting my tomatoes? What is going on with my grapes? Like, what is going on here? You might find that it's a natural, it's not a person. It might be, if you look down here, I don't know if you guys can see down here at the bottom, there's a snail. You might find that snails are eating your plants. This is also the time to plant things. So you may be like trying to figure out what is going on in your garden, or what which of your plants is doing what, or which of your pets, sorry, is doing what to your plants in your garden. So that's like a story for people who are gardeners. Not That's not for everybody. It feels like somebody may also sell out. Whatever the case is for you guys, if you guys are artists, if you guys are people who make music, you may find the opportunity to sell out. And you end up finding out that it is not all that it's cracked up to be because of all of the legal jargon, all the legal documents that you have to like look at. If you guys wrote a book, Sagittarians are very creative. They tend to be the writers, the singers, the dancers, not just them, Taurus and Libra as well, not just them either, but like that's, you know, kind of Leos as well. But anyway, if you guys are having to like go through court cases or whatever, please make sure you're reading the the legal documents and not just taking what's being put in front of you and just signing it without reading it at all. These two things feel like judgments, legal papers. The Nine of Pentacles means a card because it really feels like somebody trying to spin you a dream. Like if you take this, you can have this Nine of Pentacles where you have everything you want, need. But the Queen of Swords came out. We'll see if it comes out again. But it feels like you're not getting everything you're supposed to have. It's like maybe you're having to struggle for a few years. Like you have to reach benchmarks to um receive whatever you're supposed to be getting. It comes with consequences. Like there goes the Lover's card, which can be about choices. So I feel like you Sagittarians have fairly large choices to make. The Lover's card can be about lovers, but it can also be about choices. And I feel like you're being offered something that you have to really take into consideration, like what's going on. Because if you don't look at all of the angles that you can look at, it feels like you're going to be stuck in this Two of Pentacles energy. And it's going to be like a legally um, enforceable contract that you have to deal with. Afraid? Listen to your intuition, please. Beauty fades and angry with Beautiful Things by Benson Boone, which is the song that I feel like you guys should listen to. You might find something there that could help you. Beauty fades, it feels like being disillusioned and angry at the same time. Those two things kind of go together here. It's like, oh, I'm gonna sell this art, it's gonna be so great. Oh, these people want to sponsor me or whatever, but then you have to like change your art form, or you have to like do whatever kind of art they want you to do, and it's soulless corporate art. You know how it is where they kind of like suck you in, and then they kind of change, they want you to change your sound with your music, or they want you to change your art style so it fits more people. But yeah, I hope that made sense there. But be mindful of legally enforceable contracts with this eclipse season. And this can be a card of communication. Don't go in with your eyes blind. Get a second opinion, especially if it's a legal thing. Get a lawyer. Get somebody who knows about this stuff. I'm not a lawyer. I feel like this could possibly be a good thing for you, but you have to negotiate a better contract for yourself. And I feel like you're going to initially be angry because they're going to offer you some bullshit. Definitely listen to your intuition. Whatever your intuition is telling you, definitely do that. And don't be afraid to say, look, this is not going to work for me. And if it's not, gonna align with your own personal, like your own personal agenda or where you want to go, then say fuck it. Fuck you guys. Get out of here. So with that being said, we're gonna go to Capricorn. Capricorns, aren't you so glad that Pluto is no longer on top of you? Pluto has gotten out of your sign and gone into another sign that is co-ruled by Saturn. Aquarius is co-ruled by Saturn. So anyway, I'm gonna take a drink, excuse me. Do I want to use this one? I want to use this one. All right, Capricorn. What is this? What I'm hearing is something being knocked loose by this eclipse season. And what I'm seeing is something that's extremely rusty and it's being knocked loose by the energy that comes with the the why do I want this to Capricorn and Scorpio. Scorpio might be something you want to go like look at your Scorpio, where your Scorpio is in your birth chart. But what I wanted to say, it's being knocked loose by the eclipse season energies. I don't know why that was so hard to say. My bad. Cooperate with me, please. Thank you. Capricorn. I don't know if you guys watch Rick and Morty, but what I'm seeing is that scene where they had to find a new planet because the Galactic Federation or whatever was looking for Rick, and they found this planet that was everything was on the corn or on the cob. It was strawberries on the cob, and then it was um, something else on the cob. The whole planet was on the cob, and they had to leave because Rick was not getting ready to deal with that. What messages do we have for my Capricorns regarding the energies of the eclipse season? Okay. How are you getting up 10? See if it falls out again. This is my experimental deck. I'm trying to see how well it does. So what I'm hearing, this came out is pain. I'm hearing that song by Fall Out Boy, Champagne for my real friends, real pain for my sham friends. It came out this way, so I don't. We'll see what happens there. I don't normally take cards unless they come out reversed. That's like regular cards though. So yeah, we're just gonna see. We're gonna wing it. Jealousy. Why did I turn that over? I didn't turn the other ones over in the other deck, in the other readings that I was doing. 4, Under Pressure by David Bowie. Well, actually, it's Queen featuring David Bowie. Lovely song. There goes the King of Pentacles. That can be Capricorn energy. 10 of Swords. The Pain card is feeling like it's supposed to be upright. 9 of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords. How very interesting. Under pressure, pushing down on me. Down. 10 of Swords, please. So I'm getting two things. Like the things that are popping off for me. It was the High Priestess, the Six of Swords. Stop there. Fantastic. Okay. Is on one side, it feels like somebody watching your pain or watching you like come out of a painful situation. On the other side, it feels like maybe you guys doing that. Especially if you guys resonated with the quarterly Capricorn reading. That reading was so beautiful. Interestingly, we have the Ace of Swords and the Ten of Swords as well. So it feels like if you guys are or were going through a painful situation, it feels like since the Ace of Swords is the underlying energy, it feels like you guys being able to snap right out of that and like start over. And it might be the kind of thing where you snap out of that. It looks like it's a quick thing to other people, but for you, you already know the internal work it had to take to get to the point where you could snap back. So it's like the bamboo shoots. Does it take 7 days for it to grow or 1 year? It just depends on how you see it, right? No, not really. You guys have been doing a lot of internal work, and I feel like that is why you are like snapping back so quickly. And it feels like like people are like, how the fuck did you come back from the dead so quick? How the fuck did you do that? Hi. I cannot read your name. Material, is this a materials girl? I think so. If I didn't read it right, I'm sorry. Hello. But it feels like people being jealous. It's like they wanted to watch your paying cult leader by King Mullah. Gooba by 6ix9ine. It's like play me like a dummy, like bitch, are you dumb? And victim mentality. It feels like you guys have gone through a hard something. Like you've had a hard time. You've had to go through the pain. These two cards go very well together because just look at it, okay? You may have had somebody stab you in the back or treat you some kind of way, or you may experience that over this time period. But it's like you guys are able to move through it. Yeah, well, the thing about Capricorns is Saturn is Capricorn's ruler. So I feel like Capricorns from birth know how or are taught how to just eat the shots that are sent their way. Just eat them like it's breakfast because Capricorns are the babies that survive the winter. They're the ones who have to kind of like deal with Saturn being on top of them all the time, and Saturn is a very heavy energy. So I kind of feel like y'all already know how to like just roll with it. So if you're dealt some kind of betrayal, it feels like, okay, Maybe one day you've got all this money, you've lost your money, and then you're in this Nine of Pentacles the next month, and then people are like, "How the fuck did you do that? How did you? How? Like, what did you do?" People are gonna think y'all are some kind of um, like witches and stuff. I feel like the jealousy and the victim mentality card go together very well from somebody on the outside looking into what you're going through. It's like somebody may have watched you go through something, and then they see you end up in this energy of Nine of Pentacles, and they're like, "How did you? How?" They're not going to ask you to teach them how to do it because they're jealous people. I am having the hardest time seeing this. Scorpio, your mom is an Aries. I did. I did Scorpio a couple signs ago, and then I did Aries first. So what you might need to do is go back and in the replay and watch the first sign. Aries is the very first sign that I did. What I remember, Aries was going through kind of a difficult time, and Scorpio was kind of being stalked or being a stalker. So, uh, I want to know what this Ace of Swords is about. You guys may also be having quiet, like going through things quietly with the High Priestess here. You may also be going through things and using like occult knowledge to get through them. This is the card of Capricorn. The Emperor also came out in the quarterly reading for Capricorn. So I keep saying I feel like, but that's just how I read. It's like sometimes it's an intuitive read. So it feels like this person wants to talk. If this is an Aries, talking about Aries, speaking of Aries, uh, if this is an Aries you're dealing with, if you go watch the Aries reading, the Arians, well, we're not gonna call them Arians, we're gonna call them Aries. The Aries were having a hard time. They were having difficulties, um, and they've been having difficulties for a while. So if you're Capricorn dealing with an Aries, first of all, their sun sign or their rising sign, however you're watching it, whatever their places in Aries are, their stuff is square your sun. It's square your stuff, which makes it like harder energy to deal with. So it wouldn't surprise me at all if this person with the sword is the one that stabs you in the back or stabs you in the back. Now, this person popped up in one of the other readings for you guys. You were getting a look into their mind. So with that knowledge, it kind of feels like if you had a hard time with this person, it's like you are not telling them a whole lot, but the advice is also for you to not tell them everything because this person has Ten of Swords energy. They also have victim mentality and they also have this jealousy card. If we're looking at this as a continuation of your Capricorn reading from the quarterly to the last week, you're still watching this person crack the fuck up because the Emperor had the Tower card in that weekly reading. And this being over here is oddly right next to the Emperor. So you might be watching this person go through their painful cycles. Um, Going through painful cycles. This person might confess things to you. They might tell you their regrets, and you're like, all right, dude, like, I don't know what you want me to do about it. You're late, you know, get fucked, basically. And ultimately, you guys end up here, even if this person tries to like talk to you and all other manner of things. So, is there anything else I need to look at? I am kind of interested in this victim mentality card because we can be in that energy or somebody else can be in that energy. We're not going to pretend like we've never been in a victim mentality. Like, woe is me, everything is happening to me, and I have, no control. Sun card. It feels like illumination. It really feels like a continuation of the reading that I gave for Capricorns for the last this week actually, where they were getting a fly on the wall look into the Emperor's mind. And looking at this, look how this person just sitting back. What I'm imagining these grapes to be is popcorn. It's like this, y'all just sitting back, like popping your popcorn, watching somebody crack all the way the fuck up. Four of Pentacles, Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords is a card of victim mentality. So if Capricorns are in the energy of victim mentality, figure out how not to do that. I know it might be kind of hard sometimes to like, see what you may have done to end up where you are. And I am a Capricorn as well, so I'm talking to myself. We're talking amongst ourselves right now. No judgment here. Sometimes we just get there and we're like, woe is me. But it does definitely feel like somebody on the outside looking in, being jealous of how well you bounce back. And I feel like you're gonna have it's gonna be hard, but I feel like you're going to have more opportunities to show people just how wrong they were about you. So with that being said, what is the next sign? The next sign is Aquarius. My Aquarians. Aquarians right now might be having a bit of a difficult time because y'all have Pluto directly on top of you, don't you? Y'all have Pluto in your however you're reading it, your sun sign or your rising sign. If you're looking for a more accurate read, um, looking at your rising sign might be better than looking at your sun sign. But anyway, we're looking at Aquarius. Thank you, Capricorns, for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, tip, donate, comment. I hope to see you in the next one. Bye for now. I'm gonna have to fix that later. Get a new card for it. Aquarians, the humanitarians, the hearing of the will of the people. Somebody may also be Irish or Scottish out there. I'm hearing the will of the wisp, and I believe there's either an Irish or a Scottish or both. Um, Fairy tale or something of that nature. Seeing I forget what that princess's name is from Brave, this movie. Okay. Pain decided it wanted to come back out again. Who were you again? I don't normally turn them all over. Delusional, pain, snake in the grass. Somebody else got that. And shock, awe, and surprise. Or shocked, awed, and surprised. Bottom of the deck is the Ace of Cups. There goes the Emperor. Eight of Pentacles. If you guys have Capricorn placements, you might want to go watch the Capricorn reading. And the Knight of Cups. How very interesting. First thing that I'm getting is you might have someone that you don't know that well that is kind of like watching you guys and wanting to come like into your sphere. You may also have two people who want to come in for you. One of them might be delusional if they're like very old, and you are not as old. If that makes sense. The last reading that I did for Aquarius, somebody was like glowing up, and then there was jealousy and jealous eyes coming around. So it would not be surprised. I would not be surprised if this is a continuation of that. Delusional and pain card is, or delusional and pain cards are clarified by that. There's the Ace of Swords, Ten of Cups. I feel like there's somebody around you guys that you may have rejected more than one time that is determined to like get in your face. Um, this is feeling like a love situation. It feels also like a confession that comes about. Somebody, I feel like I'm seeing a nun. I don't know why I'm seeing a nun. Somebody might be an Aquarius nun watching this tarot reading, and you're like, maybe it's the priest or whoever. Oh, there goes thunder. But it feels like there's somebody who is more well suited for you, and there's somebody who is not well suited for you, maybe older, who is maybe a little bit off. Like I'm getting this person like getting, but they're a little bit off, one way, shape, or form. What I'm seeing is somebody who has dementia, but it's like early stages, and they're like they see themselves as what they used to look like, and they're also what they actually look like. And in their minds, they're like, we can have a baby, we can have a family, we can do this, I can offer you this cup, I'll go to work, you can stay at home, and they're not seeing themselves accurately, but you're seeing them accurately, and you're like, I'll think about that. But this person is so serious. I used to work with, I used to work on floors specifically for people with dementia, and like, they would never recognize themselves in the mirror. Like, who is that old person in the mirror? I am not that person. I am, you know, they would, whatever they remember themselves to be, 26, 34, 40, whatever the case is for them, this person, though, it feels like they're in the early stages of something. Um, it's like they remember themselves in the 1964, 1960s era as this young person, young, happy, hale, healthy, and they're not seeing themselves for who they are, and they're trying to offer you their cup, and it's like painful to watch. It's painful to read, actually. And what I'm getting is the "Who are you again" card is like they're looking at themselves like, I don't recognize myself anymore. And it's really sad. It's really sad to feel. It's really sad to see. This person might be in a wheelchair. They might be focused on you because you look like somebody they were dating in the past. This came out reversed. I was trying to get the snake in the grass card. I don't like this energy. Even if this person is in the right mind, I don't see them being completely in the right mind. It's coming off as them being like not all there. Something is about them is like not all there. This person might have two faces, where they show the world one face, they show you the other face. The Emperor has become kind of a little bit like an asshole to me. Like, traditionally, he's supposed to be all about being like the divine masculine, and you know that whole pinnacle of masculinity or whatever. But from my experience, he is overbearing and kind of hard to deal with. Cold, not very open. This is a very strange storyline that I'm seeing. Knight of Cups, Three of Cups. This person, it feels like two different people, where one is more on the younger side, somebody who, like I said before, is a better match. You might know this person is watching you over social media, or maybe you do if you are like a tarot reader or a high priestess type person. I keep getting social things for Aquarians. You may meet this person or have met this person in a social environment. The Three of Cups can be about third parties or whatever, but it's more than that. And I'm just getting like social environments, especially if it's a social media something that you met this person through. You could also met this person through somebody else's social media, like they were a friend of a friend, they messaged you or whatever. The World, Ten of Wands. See what happens. Cooperate with me, please. Deck is not a standard size, which is why it's kind of hard for me to shuffle it. Yeah, so it feels like this person might offer you something small every time, especially if you do work in a nursing home. This person can just see grand things happening. They can see awesome things like, oh, we could have babies. We could do this out in the forest. No, sir, we cannot. You are in a chair. And the reason why this person is focused on you guys so much is because you might remind them of their wife or a girlfriend, or you're like their type when they were younger. So it's like one side, if you are a child of this person, you may find it to be kind of weird because you look you might look just like your mother, and that's why they are like fixated. It reminds me of the story of my youngest sister and my grandmother's stepbrother. He was very mean to her. Um, when they were growing up. She used to tell the story where the only nice thing he ever did was buy her an ice cream one time, and he knew her from when she was born till she passed away. And this is that kind of interesting storyline where when my younger sister went to go see him in the nursing home, she looked just like my grandmother, and he kept staring at her and trying to talk to her like she was my grandmother. No, that's the kind of delusion that I'm getting here. It's like this person having that kind of mental state, and it's just it's strange. But yeah, so with that being said, Aquarius, this might be for like one or two of you guys. I've had it where I've given readings like this, and one person is like, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. It's like for some reason sometimes I just get it very specific, and sometimes it is more valid for more people. So, I mean, if you're comfortable commenting that this resonates with you, I would appreciate it if you would comment below. If not, that's perfectly fine. I remember giving one reading and I was looking at the cards and I was like, somebody's apple picker. This is like an apple picker. And I'm like, yeah, that makes sense to me. So I don't know. I'll just see what I see and then we'll go on from there. So Pisces, Aquarius, Pisces. We want to know what this eclipse season is going to bring you. Thank you, Aquarians, for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, tip, donate, comment. Pisces. You guys also had a very interesting reading for this week. I used to think I was a Pisces rising, but then I actually looked at I got a different version of my birth chart, my wine, beer, and other intoxicants. Uh, I didn't get a good shuffle, so we're gonna see if it comes back again. But I ended up discovering that Can we not, please? I ended up discovering that I'm actually a Taurus rising, not a Pisces rising. So anyway, what messages do you have for my Pisceans? Oops, I'm here to watch your shoelaces. Maybe get some shoes that don't have laces. Very strange, but okay. That's what I heard. Okay. Nice. You is smart. You is kind. You is impotent. It's a quote from The Help. I don't know if you guys can hear the rain. It's raining like crazy right now. Seven of Pentacles. Already getting that somebody might be looking back toward the past and being guilty about it. There was a Seven of Cups. And the Temperance card, along with the Hermit. Snake in the grass. You're the one. And Acquaintance. So I feel with the You're the One card that you're the one. You are the one for you. There's nobody else. There's no outside force that's going to force you to be an adult. There's no outside force that's going to come in and say, "Hey, look, you got to pay your bills this month. You have to, do this out in the floor. Don't drink so much. Get in the shower, take a walk, do your regular adult activities. Nobody is going to force you to do those things. You have to do them yourself. You are the adult now. And there goes potentially Pisces energy. So, yeah, these two cards also go together very well. Acquaintance and snake in the grass. Be mindful of the people that are around you. Use your discernment. I feel like some of you guys are very spiritual people. I all of a sudden have hiccups and things going on in my diaphragm. Like, give me a second, I'm sorry. I feel like somebody's like reflecting on their past, looking at how far they've come. There is a tower in the background. So I feel like you guys have had difficulties in the past that you have overcome some of them. You've moved down the path on this card. There has been some healing from a difficult past. You've gotten to the point now where you might be able to sit there and make yourself a drink or smell the daffodils or whatever they are in the background. Some of you guys are on a spiritual journey, with the star being in the Hermit's lantern. And this card being such a spiritual card, you guys may be spiritual workers, healers, people who just are naturally connected to the other side. I mean, that kind of is like one of the themes for Pisces. Neptune is your ruler. You may also be dealing with a Virgo or a Sagittarius. Temperance can be a card of Sagittarius. Somebody out there also needs to have more patience with themselves, especially if you're looking back on your past and reflecting on the things you've done. Seven of Cups. I'm also looking at the Seven of Cups and the Temperance card and seeing how the Temperance card has two cups in their hand. It was somebody else that got the Seven of Cups, but it was the Seven of Cups in one of those other decks. And it was about greed, but this one feels like choosing the right cups, like making the right choices. And like I said before, it's like you're the one. You're the one who has to make those choices. You're the one who has to, figure out what's best for you. And there's nobody who's going to tell you what to do anymore. Seven of Cups. Five of Cups. There may be some kind of, what is going on? There's two cups on the Temperance card. There's two cups here. I don't know why. I keep getting like, make good choices. Make good choices, make good sound choices. You may also, somebody out there may have precognitive dreams. I'm seeing the precogs from, what is that movie? It's got Tom Cruise in it. I forget what it's called. But it's like there was a scene where the precogs were in the water. They were like triplets. The star card, and she is naked. I feel like somebody, I don't know why I'm hearing this, but it's like, you know those rappers who are like 70 or 65 years old and they're still like seeing themselves as teenagers or 20-year-olds. It's like somebody like waiting and watching for their star to rise, but like spending money they don't have. It's like, okay, so I'm gonna be famous, I'm gonna have this much money, I'm gonna have this, I'm gonna have that. It's like, don't ever spend money you don't have. Don't ever spend money you don't have. Let me say it again. Don't ever spend money you don't have. These two cards are also connected. I feel like this is a very spiritual deck. Because the star, like I said before, feels like it's in the lantern for the Hermit card. The Temperance card, this person has their foot in the water, which is a very spiritual action because the water is connected to spirit in the tarot anyway. Somebody, what I'm seeing is like going, like wanting to have all of the abundance. Like, when is it gonna get here? When am I gonna have? When is everything gonna be okay for me? And it's like still maybe not making the best choices because it's Five of Pentacles or Cups. Five of Cups, sorry. Five of Cups is about crying over spilled milk. It feels kind of like a victim mentality a little bit, but there's still these two cups you could work with, the two cups in the background. And it's like if you can figure out how to turn around and work with what you have right now and not worry about what you could possibly have or what you did have and lost, um, it can help you like get where you want to go or be more stable. Some of you may have a following. The star can be about, for me anyway, clout on the internet or like a rising star. You know, even actors who have been in Hollywood movies who are recognizable names, some of them still have to work at um like nursing homes or gas stations or restaurants as servers. This could also be advice for you guys to meditate. Meditation can bring answers if you guys are into the occult and stuff like that. Spiritual baths. Pray to whatever gods or entities that you guys are already in service to. Do whatever spiritual work you would already do. Because I feel like that can get you where you want to go because you have the Hermit, which is connected to the star, which is connected to the Temperance card. The Temperance card has water on it. The star, I don't want to show the nudity at the bottom. There, you might be able to see the pool. There's like a lot of spiritual energy here. Hermit card, please. You may also find you have to use your spiritual discernment to make sure the snakes in the grass don't get you. Oh, those two wanted to come out together, and I misspoke. Five of Pentacles earlier, and here it is. If you're worried about money, work with what you have. You have something. You don't have absolutely nothing. Maybe you've got skills that you can work with, or maybe you've got something you have. It feels like you have something you can work with. You just have to decide to turn around and get your hands dirty. I'm also seeing this tower in the background on the Five of Cups. It's like here more than once. There was the tower in the background. I don't know if you guys can see that. And there's a tower on the this as well. It's like it feels like y'all have the choices. You can choose to do whatever you want. You can choose to work with what you have. You can choose to stay in the Five of Cups if you wanted to. Um, but it feels like why? This is what's on the top of the deck. It feels like you guys had a massive, it feels like it's in the past though. It feels like you had a massive tower moment. You might still be reeling from it. Something that like really shocked you. You might have lost a lot of money or a lot of resources when this tower came down. Right now, you may be trying to see if what you planted um comes to fruition, especially if it's a social media thing with the Star card and the Seven of Pentacles being waiting and watching, the Star card being a card of that could be of social media. I feel like you'll be fine. You just have to maybe work part-time in a restaurant, metaphorically, um, before you get where you want to go. Towers in the background, which is positive, but you still have to get your shit together before you can have your shit together. And that's that. I know that sounded weird, but it's like you really have to like work. It's like you're almost there. You just have to keep going consistently, just a little bit longer before you can be done and do what you want to do for a living or whatever the case is. So yeah, nobody's going to do it for you. You're the one who has to do it. I would love to say that you're the one card is about romance, but it feels like you're the one who has to save you. So with that being said, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, tip, donate, comment, and yeah, I hope to see you in the next one. Y'all be safe. Bye for now.